Chapter 2. 10 Deaths at the Beginning, Awakening the Fire Spirit Root. However, this female ghost's hair could overcome rigidity with softness, and his punches were not organized at all. When his anger was nearly fully released, he was still strangled to death by the other party's hair. You have been strangled to death by Yin Spirit. Yang Energy +1. You have absorbed power from death and obtained 1 freedom attribute point. You will be resurrected in 3 seconds. No resurrection location set. Resurrection on the spot by default. Die. 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 Hugh is strangled to death 3 more times in a row. Including the previous one, he had died 10 times in a row. You have been killed 10 times by Yin spirits and have awakened your fire spirit root. A spark suddenly appeared on Sanchi's abdomen, like a burning flame. The scorching power emitted by this ball of energy made the Yin spirit's hair sizzle, as if it was being burned by flames. The Yin spirit that was entangled with Sanchi screamed and retreated. In panic, Kan looked at Sanchi in horror. What the hell? This person could not be killed no matter what, and the more times he was killed, the hotter it became. She felt like she was wrapped in a ball of fire, ready to burst into flames at any moment. Swoosh! Sanchi woke up again, and there was a faint fire flickering in his open eyes. Kai. The female ghost's hair was emitting smoke and she couldn't help but scream. Sanchi thought that she was going to bite him again, so he kicked it without hesitation. The latter was kicked half a foot away, and her figure became somewhat illusory. For some reason, when Sanchi revived for the 10th time, the binding effect of her hair was no longer as strong. This allowed him to easily break free from her hair and chase after her to beat her up. FCK, who pulled you to strangle me? Dang bang, try and bite me again. Bang bang, there was a faint flame on his fist. When it hit the red-dressed female ghost, she distorted. Her body, which was originally hard like a rock, became like soft cotton. It was much easier for Sanchi to fight her. Dang bang bang. He was deeply immersed in the fight and did not hold back at all. After all, he had already died 10 times and knew that once he stopped, he would be killed. If he died again, there would be no reward, and he would have to suffer the pain of death for nothing. How could he be willing to give that a chance to happen? Their dressed female ghost screamed in pain. She was actually suppressed and beaten by Sanchi. She looked terrified and turned around to escape. But Sanchi grabbed onto her and continued to beat her up. Are you running away because you can't beat me? In your dreams, Sanchi realized that he had the upper hand, so he didn't hold back and chased after her. Bang! 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 Dan! The female ghost's body became transparent at a speed visible to the naked eye. Spare me, I am also a pitiful person. I came to look for you because the Song family killed me. The red-dressed female ghost begged for mercy and cried. What has it got to do with me? I'm not the one who harmed you. Sanchi scolded angrily. You owe me and it's only right for you to pay with your life. King killed me 10 times and I only let you pay with your life once. You're already considered lucky. With a sneer, Sanchi punched the red-dressed female ghost in the face. Damn. Just like how a piece of tofu breaks apart, the red-dressed female ghost chattered with a scream. That's it, Sanchi spat. Every injustice has its perpetrator and every debt has its debtor. You came to me for exacting revenge because you think I'm easy to bully. After cursing, he slumped onto the ground, out of breath. At the same time, the powerful chill in the room he was in decreased greatly and the darkness became much fainter. The originally isolated space suddenly connected to the outside world, and his voice spread out. St. The hair that was originally wrapped around Sanchi evaporated into thin air. It was as if he had walked out of a black fog. He immediately heard the movements and voices of the servants outside. 7th young master, are you alright? It was the servant who was keeping watch outside. Hearing the commotion, he ran over. Although he did not have a high status in this generation of the Song family, the Song family was a local noble family. They did not lack money or people, hence he could still enjoy being treated as a young master. Not only did he have his own courtyard, he also had servants and maids. He exhaled. He really wanted to let someone into his room, but he remembered that the thing just now was not something ordinary people could accept. Moreover, that might also implicate the system. Hence he gritted his teeth and said, It's fine. I was sleepwalking. O 7th young master, be careful. Don't fall in the dark. The servant was relieved. I'll be outside. If 7th young master has any instructions, you can call me anytime. Sanshi did not respond. He stood up trembling as he had used too much strength. At this moment, his slightly cramped hand was holding the lighter. It took him 3 tries to successfully light the lamp. Kai. The candle burned. Light cut through the darkness, bringing some warmth and security. Panting, he came to the mirror. His hair was disheveled, his clothes were torn and his fists were covered in wounds. There was a lot of blood and thin ligature marks on his body. However, his face was especially rosy and he looked much more masculine and handsome than before. It seems that I died from overindulgence and a lack of yang energy. Then, as soon as the female ghost approached me, I also died. Sanshi was deep in thought. He felt that by doing whatever he did, he would at most only have kidney deficiency, not die. Right. Thinking of the system, Sanshi muttered in his heart, "System interface." A translucent technological panel appeared again with his information. Name: Sanshi. Race: Human. Spirit: 0.9. Physique: 4.7. Comprehension: 1.4. Talent: Fire Spirit Root. Ability: None. Energy: Yang Energy 16. Freedom Attribute Points: 10. Sanshi rubbed his chin and pondered. According to the information given by the system, the average physique of ordinary people was 1. Now, his physique has reached 4.7. It was almost 5 times that of an ordinary person. No wonder the red-dressed Jian spirit didn't suppress him much just now. But the key to killing the female ghost should be this fire spirit root and yang energy that had reached 16 points. He even felt a ball of scorching flames in his abdomen, as if he could release a portal yang force whenever he was angry. Could it be that this fire spirit root is the so-called aptitude for cultivation? I originally didn't have it, but it awakened after I died 10 times. Sanshi's expression became strange. However, the feeling of death is really uncomfortable. In just one night, I actually died 10 times. Sanshi cursed in his heart and his face darkened. This kind of secret must not be known by others. Otherwise, someone will definitely study. He started to be on his guard. He didn't want to be buried alive like the guy and an anime he had watched in his previous life. After having this thought, he continued to study the functions of the system. His gaze landed on the freedom attribute points. With one look, he immediately knew what this thing was for. These attributes that he could freely allocate could be used on his spirit, physique, and comprehension. The ratio was 1:1. Comprehension should be related to cultivation. It's useless for the time being, so there's no need to increase it. I'll increase my spirit and physique and synchronize the two as much as possible. He allocated 7 points to spirit and 3 to physique. The moment he added it, his head buzzed. He felt as if the entire world had become clear. He could even hear the wind outside clearly. At the same time, he felt much stronger. From then on, his spirit reached 7.9 and his physique reached 7.7. He felt like he could kill an ox with one punch. Even if I can't compare to cultivators now, I'm probably comparable to those martial arts experts, right? Sanshi guessed. Before tonight, he only knew that there were martial artists in this world. As for demons and ghosts, they were mostly legends. However, the female ghost who had killed him 10 times proved that this world was not a low-level martial world, but a cultivation world. That so-called martial arts expert was nothing compared to that. It doesn't matter if I'm weak. I won't die anyway. The key is to find a way to hide the secret of my immortality. Read latest chapters at wuxia.world.site only. Sanshi frowned, thinking about how he could achieve a balance between tempting fate and secrecy. There's nothing I can do for the time being. I'll take it one step at a time and be careful. Sanshi then remembered that he could choose a resurrection location and immediately reopen the system interface.